you never heard of. Hey everybody, welcome to the Common Folk Podcast with Ben, Morgan, and Andy.
All right, welcome to the podcast. This is the Common Folk Podcast and the
Off the Husk
Off the Husk podcast. Yeah,
it's a co-show.
It's coming in collaboration.
Wait, when was your last recording of the Off the Husk?
I think it was in the California one.
Well,
we did one since then.
One that went live and made it to the public air, or because we've recorded some since then. That
and you don't
every
publish?
once in a while we do record podcasts that don't make it to
because
the
they're
real
too
world.
dicey, or what?
Because we're too
Yes.
drunk by the time we hit record.
No follow-up questions.
Okay.
Didn't we do one in May or June?
Did we do it with Andy?
Yes.
Andy Junkin, yeah.
There you go. Whenever
Yeah,
that
he
was.
was the last one.
Well, and we did one with
April,
Derek
May.
Strickler also.
That one didn't make it.
That one failed. We
Yeah.
had some guys in the audience that couldn't keep it together.
We'll blame it on them.
Okay, so where are we today?
So here we are. We're at Round the Bend Steakhouse in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
It literally says that on the sign as we drove in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We got our buddy TJ. We'll get him on here pretty soon.
We have a live audience of approximately, I don't know, how many people
4,000
is that?
At least, minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Who I want to let them know they don't have to stand here and stare either. They can just keep doing what they were doing. We'll just
They
go
can-
on
they
with
can
this
also-
conversation so they don't get any music.
They can also move those tables closer. Like, that would be fine, too.
Yeah, if you guys want to get all
These
up in it.
aren't these are not our typical grandstanders.
They're not.
They're
no.
strangers.
Also,
most of them.
we are recording this in the ballroom. That's not one
100%,
word. That's
yeah.
2 words. The ballroom.
Two words at the home of the Testicle Festival. There's TJ right there.
Okay,
Hi,
so,
TJ.
So this bar that we're at specializes in Rocky Mountain oysters.
Which are testicles.
Wait.
And in the summer, they have
what
an
are they?
event called
That's right, Randy.
Testicle Festival. And what
It's
I
not
want to
chicken.
know, is do all testicles taste the same? Because everybody just keeps telling me they taste like chicken.
We'll have to ask the ball
And in
man.
my experience, that's not always accurate.
Wait. But you're confusing here. Hold on. So you mean different animals, not young balls?
Well, you
or
can interpret
old
it however
ones?
you want to.
Okay.
We're still talking about animals, right?
Well, I was just going to let the girls hash this out.
From what I understand, what they serve is bovine testicles.
He also serves chicken testicles once in a while.
No, turkey.
Right, TJ?
Wait, turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey?
We talked about this before. Where the turkey testicles come from?
from turkeys.
Where do turkey testicles come from, Ben?
I think the males.
Where did the where do the turkeys house their testicles?
I believe in their head.
No, in there.
They're internal.
They're in the thing.
In their tummy.
Well, they got to be internal.
They're not just when they're flying around. They're not just like
No. As Ben said in a previous podcast, there are no hairy danglers on a turkey.
That's right. They'd get caught in the tree branches.
when they
And the corn stalks when they land.
when they come in for a landing. They're not.
No, they're not pop, 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 pop off,
It's not like-
off the top of the corn stalks.
I heard somebody talking about this earlier, and it was like Top Gun. So the jet comes in,
Yeah.
and they need something to catch.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So so they drag, and then they're, and then
That would be a horrible design by creation to do that to them.
but if it works, it works.
Yeah, but, I mean, it also might be effective.
There's a meme going around with a squirrel that would sum that up real well.
There
Have you
you
seen
go.
that?
No, I haven't, huh?
The squirrel is stuck in the, what's the plant hanging thing that goes up and curves and goes out?
The what?
Oh, like
The
a plant hanger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
the stand that
Things
the
we
plant
had
sits
at our
on.
wedding, we painted them white.
And
Yeah,
there's
sure. We had a bunch
there's
in
a
the corner of
squirrel
the
stuck
garage.
up there. in
Oh,
the
a
two
shepherd's
curvy
hook.
parts.
Shepherd's hook.
That's
There you
it,
go.
shepherd
There you
hook.
go.
I'm
Between-
on top of it
Between the
tonight.
shepherd's hooks.
So he's hanging from his junk on the shepherd's hook?
I'll find it.
Oh my god!
So squirrels have external testicles.
They do. I'll show it
that's
to you here in a
interesting.
second.
We might have just found the name of the podcast.
Squirrels have external testicles.
So this place actually.
I don't want to get too scientific, but it sounds like they do.
Do people eat them?
DJ would know.
I don't see why not. I mean, everything
TJ,
else
do
is-
people eat squirrel testicles?
I don't know know if they do, but I did have a squirrel on a Testicle Festival shirt one time
Why?
because it was a cartoon squirrel with huge balls on it. It was hilarious.
That seems
Oh,
like
because the squirrel nuts.
There you go.
Okay.
You walked me through that. Thanks, Zach.
makes sense.
I see what you did there.
So, guys, have you eaten some tonight? Did you have some?
I did
balls?
not tonight. No, I had a slider,
Okay.
and then I had the pork ends or whatever the pork ends. Is that what they were called?
I don't know.
Chunks of pork. They were delicious. I did not have any of the testicles. Yeah.
Randy is now sharing the
Okay.
picture.
Yeah. That look.
Randy,
we can touch
did-
phones,
That
Randy.
looks
You want
like
to
it
touch
would
phones?
hurt. We could
Did you
touch
eat those?
Just the tips.
That is not right.
So what brought us all to Omaha?
Hold on. I got to shut the alarm off to move our elf.
Shh. There's young children here.
Well, they have different elves than we do.
You sure?
Oh, hold up. Can you guys still hear us? Yeah. Okay. All right. Good.
Think
We
they just-
fixed the echo, I think.
Got a little echoey.
All right. So what are we looking at?
Nothing now. We're just live on
What
TikTok.
brought us all to Omaha for this
yeah,
event?
Yeah. So this is your guys' deal. So what's up?
Well, it's not really our deal. We're here for the Farmer to Farmer event with Farmers Business Network, which is a show in town here in Omaha at the CHI Center,
That's right. Yep.
the convention, the Chi Center,
Yep. That's right.
the convention center.
And if you're a member of FBN, which is free now, you get to come to this event for free. It's like a vacation.
The membership is free and the hotel room is free.
Do you guys feel like coming to Omaha as a vacation?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Come on.
Well, I assume when it gets light out, I mean, we drove in the dark, but I'm assuming there's a lot of palm trees and white sandy
Probably
beaches.
there's sand. Yeah.
It's a solid 10 degrees warmer than
Kind
it was
of-
at home.
By the Missouri.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, it's beautiful
Flat.
here this time of year.
There is some people in the house who know about Nebraska sand. I don't know where they're at, but
Who know about what?
That kid right there, he knows. Are you guys from out west? Right here. Here, close? And you got a bunch of sand? What? Oh boy, you got a farm of that stuff? Oh, he's a Laker. All right, cool.
Oh, there's a name for the guys that build these lakes?
I just made that up.
So now there's a name.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. But there's some other people out west. That guy, you farm his sand, don't you? He does. Oh, that guy.
Now we're all pointing fingers back and forth.
I don't know if they know, but on a podcast, they can't see us pointing.
Well, Zach's got the video up, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's only on me, so they can't see you. It's such a narrow shot.
Oh, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Snap. So we'll have to get we'll have to have him come up and talk about it. But moving on, we don't.
We haven't recorded an Off
Well-
the Husk for almost a year now mostly because I don't have my poop in a group, right? What do you think?
Well, I would blame it on Kale. We haven't blamed anything on him for 5 minutes.
Did you figure out who we were actually talking about on Saturday Night Live? That was Andy Samberg. Boom, Samberg. Look at him. That is Andy Samberg right there.
I
Get
have
this
no
guy
idea
a
who
computer.
Andy
I don't
Samberg
know
is.
who that is either.
That's exactly who I'm talking about.
When you say Andy Sandberg, I think of Adam Sandler.
Yeah, no, not him. No, that's Andy Samberg right there. Every time I look at him now.
Okay, so what have we been up to since we recorded our
Yeah,
last Off the
that
Husk?
looks just like him. You can't see him; he's behind you.
Yeah, that's him. He's
I
waiting.
guess I can see it a little bit.
Yeah, just it always seems like we're
Just got
too
straighten the hair a
busy
little.
to do an off the husk because we're doing things that we need to do.
I also think the weather this year kind of screwed us. So we started everything a solid month, 6 weeks behind.
And on top of that, some of us had farms that got tore apart.
Correct. So
It's like
And I tend to think that we record our best podcasts when we drink too much.
there's a fine line there.
And well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But we're all getting too old and don't like hangovers that much anymore. So
No, I hate
recording the podcast sometimes seems like work.
Snap, right
Speaking
here.
of which,
what? Oh,
our sponsor of this podcast.
so this is the sponsor of the podcast that isn't actually paying anything.
So the sponsor of the podcast today is Goodies Powder. I don't know if any of you watch NASCAR or not, but Goodies Powder.
I remember Goody's headache powder
Here.
being a big thing in NASCAR
Zach
20
can
years
do
ago when
Zach
I
can
when I
do
really
a good
followed.
goodies race label out.
Could
Let's
you do
see.
You
one?
can't put me on the spot.
Could you do
Yeah,
one,
we
please?
can.
There are kids here. I just want to do the Talladega Nights.
Exactly.
Is that where you were going to?
Yes.
If their kids haven't watched Talladega Nights, they're failing as parents. So
Yep, Let 'em have it.
just get out there.
Let them have it.
Well, I would just keep it simple and do something like, hey, I'm Zach Johnson, and if you don't use Goody's headache powder, then fuck you.
That sounds about right.
That's actually the line that Goody's wanted us to use.
So, Goody's powder is the official headache powder of podcasting.
Podcasting.
And yeah, I don't know if anybody has tried this or not, but I guarantee these guys are trying it tomorrow. And basically what happens is you get a little pack and it looks like some crack.
Here, hand me the box. I want to read these ingredients, which are super complicated, and it sounds just like Tylenol. Let's see here. So, Tylenol and aspirin and caffeine.
Don't tell them what's actually in it.
Well, I don't want to give away the secret, but that's
Yeah,
what you
right.
got there.
Yeah.
So, I'm interested to know why this is different than
So
just...
people choose to put that in their mouth over a pill.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is you're going to take this.
Have you ever tasted aspirin before?
No, but I've tasted Goodies.
Is it
It's
delicious?
great. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. So what you do is you put it under your tongue.
You ever tasted aspirin?
So you go like this. So it's under your tongue.
So you just hold it there for a few, like 30 seconds. It goes straight to your bloodstream. Boom. Hangover gone. Headache gone. Body aches.
Does it taste like aspirin?
I can't taste it yet, but it's under here. And you just wait until you get a little bit of the flavor.
You know, I'm just going to continue with the taking the Tylenol before I go to bed and eat a piece of pizza and hope for the best.
And it starts tasting really bad, and you chug a beer.
So when it starts tasting horrible,
That's when you wash it down.
you wash it down with the thing that's giving you a headache in the first place.
And it foams up weird. But that's not the point. The point is that your headache's gone.
You're convinced this works better than a pill?
Goodies powder.
I think it's just about being instant instead of having to wait.
The official sponsor of podcasts.
It says it. You can't argue with it.
Okay, so like you guys were saying, we're in Omaha. We're at Farmer to Farmer.
Yep.
What do you guys got going on this week?
So at Farmer to Farmer, mostly I'm just going to be attending, but Wednesday afternoon, I hope I'm getting the day right. I'm going to have to check that and make sure it's not tomorrow. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. Late afternoon, right before like their happy hour starts, I'm going to be moderating a panel of a few farmers, YouTube farmers. So we're talking. I don't remember the name of the actual panel.
Like social media, something.
Social
or other.
media farming stuff. Yeah. And
Fancy spancy social media people.
what'd you say?
Fancy smancy social media
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
And you actually have a booth there, correct?
Yep. We're set up. We got the gear set up. Farm Focus crew in the house.
So are you selling gear there?
Yeah, for sure.
And then are you doing your diesel tunes?
Nope,
that's not there?
We're not doing that. No.
Okay.
Well, you should be tuning tractors at the show.
Right.
So the second
Bring the dyno.
sponsor of podcasting, farmfocused.com.
Listen, Ben, I'm just going to get out of the way, but you are a sellout.
I was going to say that too.
What?
You're disgusting. You know, when this whole show started, you didn't used to hawk headache medicines.
What? It wasn't my fault. They came to me. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, you had no choice. All right.
Okay, so
all
back-
right. Sell
back
your
to-
stuff.
no,
Let's go.
I'm not doing it
No, go
anymore.
ahead. Sell.
I don't even care anymore. So we're at Round the Bend. Are we going to get some questions, you think? Is there some people
Well,
that...
Does TikTok have any questions?
Yeah, so
I have
that,
a question, a kind of about TikTok, and I
Okay.
have to apologize to Randy for putting him on the spot here. He probably knows where this is going. Is he tried to sabotage my TikTok last week and try to make it like his?
I did.
It didn't work.
Because I was sick of it.
Okay. So for everybody on TikTok, I want you to hear this. I'm going to put Randy on the spot, but
I'll find it.
apparently Randy's TikTok algorithm is loaded full of breastfeeding TikToks.
What?
It happened. I don't even know how it happened.
Wait, you keep seeing that in your feed?
I'll find it right. Well, I send it to him.
I don't think you can get out of this, Randy.
Do you think
There's no getting
Someone
out of it.
took your phone? Do you think Zach?
That's me. I'm trying
Randy's
to. I'm
phone.
trying to
Zach,
silence.
did you take his
things here.
phone and
No.
look up breastfeeding?
But,
But
no,
he
now
thought
Randy,
it was weird when none of his other friends
So I
have
mentioned to him
TikToks
like,
loaded
are you
full of
like
breastfeeding.
this thing keeps popping up on my phone? And they're like, I've never seen that before. So what do? You send it to them. Anything you don't want to pop up on your TikTok, you send it to somebody else so it pops up on their TikTok.
Randy has been trying to. He's sabotaging himself as well.
What does your search history
But
look like?
I get that. Well,
But now I don't
ever
open
really
any
hit
TikTok
search.
you send me because I don't trust you anymore.
What I want to know is what did you watch in the first place that allowed the algorithm
Exactly.
to think that you were
I
into
don't know.
that?
I'm going through them right now, and there's nothing there that would show that.
Like maybe you were watching like farming milking videos and they were just like milking is milking. I don't know.
Is Dan listening? Dan's out here. Maybe his
Where's
TikTok is
Dan?
full of breastfeeding.
Dan, do you get that?
Iowa dairy farmer.
Probably does.
It could be. Correct. Yeah.
So I've got a buddy who's in this audience right now who may or may not be mentioned. He's not looking at us right now, so he might hear this. If you were to go to his phone and you look up his search history, or you don't even have to look up his search history. If you just pull up like Safari on the phone, you know what I mean? Like that's the Apple thing, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And
The search engine.
boom. What do you think happens if you just type in the word P, or not the word, the letter P, and then it suggests what's going to pop up? P.
Randy's going to find out.
P-O.
P.O. Powerdirect.com.
No, that's not it. P-O-R.
P.O.R. I feel like you're just baiting at this point.
Yeah, you're kind of setting him up here.
Basically, the
Portugal World Cup.
dude. No, basically the dude just can't get off of adult sites. So
porn.
all you have to do is just type in a P, and then it comes up on his thing. And I feel like what you've got going on here with this milking thing.
It could be. Where's Dan? There's Dan. Dan, do you get a lot of breastfeeding content on your TikTok? None?
I told you,
Son of a
Randy, you are
bitch.
not getting out of this.
Okay. We're going to have a
It
sidebar here on
happens.
milking because Zach and I just went on an adults trip last week to Wisconsin Dells with some other adults. And while we were there,
Where's this
Oh,
going?
yeah, I'm getting
Just
really
gonna
worried
say
here.
that.
What did we do?
Wow. Hold on.
while we were there, we were gonna vegetate and watch TV. I don't know, we were watching a football game or what happened, but somehow we ended up on a rodeo. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
all learned that what was it called?
Wild cow milking.
Wild cow milking is an official rodeo event. Has anybody ever watched this before? Because I'm going to let you know
Did
that it
any
is
of you guys know that?
by far the best sporting event I have ever watched in my entire life.
So describe this. So they're milking
So
a
there's
cow
four.
the
I
fastest.
think there was four guys.
Yeah, it was a team of 4 or 5.
One of them is on a horse, and then 3 of them are on the ground.
And they let an angry cow out of the chute.
Yep, and then
They got to rope it.
Hold on.
One guy jumps on the neck and shoves his hand in the mouth to hold
one
the
guy
head.
grabs the tail and like pulls it down, and then one guy has a bottle. I think it was Miller Lite. It was an
literally
empty
like
beer
it's
bottle.
a beer bottle, an empty beer bottle, and,
And
has to climb
he is
underneath and milk
responsible
this thing.
for getting milk out of the teat of the cow, and then he has to like run across the stadium
Hold
and
on.
like get
Was
back
there-
to a hula hoop. It is invigorating. I've
Was
never
there
seen
only one
anything
teat?
like it in
Because
my
that's
life.
that's the wrong sex.
No, there were multiple.
Oh, there was more than one.
Yeah,
Okay.
there were multiple. No, that's
Just checking. Right. Yeah. There should be 4, once in a while 3, but generally not 1.
I'm never going to watch another sporting event again in my life because
That was the ultimate.
it was. There's
guys were
just
pure athletes.
so many.
What did it identify as?
cowboys.
You just
Oh,
never knew
no,
what
the
was
cow.
coming
The
next.
cow.
cow?
What did the cow identify as?
I don't have a good answer.
Cow.
I can't. Yeah, it's a cow. It doesn't talk, you guys.
That does sound like a good event.
It was. It looked exciting.
I now like that's what I watch on YouTube is wild cow milking because
Because it's wild cow milking.
it's just awesome.
You guys not have those at your county fairs?
No, no.
We barely have county fairs anymore.
Really?
There's just nothing going on at them.
Oh, man, you guys got to come down because around here we got some good
We have
ones.
county fairs.
Well, we have them, but you've seen them. It's kind of sad.
Could be
All
better.
right.
All right. Well,
So we are live on TikTok. If anybody's got a question or a good topic, even better than harassing Randy, then let us know.
Do you guys want to talk about mean YouTube comments? Or maybe not mean.
No,
what do you?
I've never had a mean one.
Let's try to keep this like on, like happy. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's kind of funny to talk about sometimes, but
Yeah.
Well, my biggest angry comments I've gotten this week is people who are like actually really mad at us because we built our new shed out of wood. Like they just think it's going to fall down or burn to the ground immediately. And I'm blown away, honestly, because I had no idea, apparently, that everybody else on the planet builds every building out of steel.
So we had a red iron building just like this, the red iron rafters. And in 2017, we had a shop fire. It burned to the ground. And then we built a wood shop, and everyone's like, what are you doing building a wood shop? They'll burn down. Like, well, so do the fucking red or steel ones. They're going to burn down, they're going to burn down.
But why did you guys decide to build that? Why'd you do the wood one?
Well, because
steel costs 10 times as much.
Okay.
yeah, it's way cheaper to build wood.
But hold on a second. Aren't you like a YouTuber that? I mean, you just got like endless money.
Endless.
Plus,
So-
your dad gave you everything.
Yeah, that too. There is that. Yeah,
Farming with that daddy's money.
quit it, you guys. No, the wood is just, it's cheaper, and honestly, like it's built to the same specs anyway. So I don't know. Everybody was blown away by that in the comment section.
Yeah, I could imagine.
It was more divisive than like picking up a wrench. Anytime I touch a wrench and work on anything, I get ripped apart from every direction.
We
Then people
haven't
start
had so
fighting
many
in the
negative comments on a video in a long time. I couldn't believe it.
It was a lot.
Over the shed?
Over the shed. And
Really?
everybody would like to tell you how you should build your shed and why Zach is a big idiot, mostly. It's like,
It's gonna fall down.
It's fun.
It's probably already down.
So you're saying not even carpenters, building guys? Building guys are
Building
worse
guys?
than
well,
carpenters?
I don't think any of them were actually building guys. I think they were just like trolls. I don't think they really knew.
in the comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just didn't. It was pretty obvious. Most of them don't actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah. So, where's TJ? Is TJ around? TJ, to the main stage.
Gentlemen, welcome to the stage, TJ.
Oh, there he is.
Can we play the Motley Crue now?
Look at him. Look at that. Look at that big old manliness.
Yeah, I need a Miller Lite.
I'll take Coors Light. Yep.
Might as well do a round, I guess.
I'll just take a beer then.
Yeah, we got to figure out something to talk about till TJ gets here.
All right. Well, let's see what they got on TikTok here. Maybe this guy says build whatever you want and look. Well, somebody sent me a Volkswagen Beetle. Now it's in the way. I can't read the comments. Let's see here. Scrolling back. This
We got
is
a few.
riveting radio.
Or I'm switching to the.
This
So
is the
This
off
is
the
the
husk.
off the husk right here. You're on it.
Are you going to pour concrete floor in the new shop?
We are not planning on putting
There it is.
concrete in the new shed, just because the one bid that I got on it was $107,000. So we're gonna go with dirt for now. He caved. He brought me a Miller Lite.
All right, so let's hand over one of these mics here. So talking with the guy, talking with the man, with the plan
This is TJ owns the ballroom here.
that put all this together.
It's kind of like being in the nutsack.
It is like, is that what you call this?
That's what I wanted to name it.
Hold on a second. Let me hand this to you.
You wanted to name the ballroom the nutsack?
I wanted to name the ballroom the Nutsack, but my wife, just like you, Zach, wife's the brains behind the operation, right?
And more mature.
And more mature. She said, that's not going to work well. How about we go with the ballroom?
That was
And
probably
after
a good
Was it a
idea.
compromise like fine, but only if we make it 2 words?
yes.
Was that? Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So it worked out well. It's great when brides, because wedding receptions is what we typically have in here. And it's great when a bride and her family come in and they're like, can we cover the sign at the bottom of the driveway that says Testicle Festival? And then we look at her and say, sweetheart, you're getting married in the Ball Room. 2 words, and she just goes, ugh.
That's what I was just gonna say. Would you want in the nutsack on your wedding invitation?
You know, I wouldn't mind, but I'm a little different than most girls. But my mother-in-law would not have signed off on that.
I mean, mine said barn.
But it'd
So-
be like the last time it'd be like a last hurrah. Like you're getting married.
In
you
the
don't-
ball sack.
Yeah, you don't ever have to visit the ball sack again. You're getting married. Isn't that how that goes?
I mean, I can see both sides to the
You never have to
argument.
come back.
That's exactly how that goes, Randy. I heard that joke, and it's truth. It's not a joke. It's serious stuff, and men should know that before they get married. But that doesn't happen after you get married.
You never come to another venue again?
Sure, that's what I'm talking about.
So what is the Testicle Festival?
The Testicle Festival is a party on the Saturday of Father's Day weekend where we cook up a little over 2,000 pounds of testicles.
Are these left or right? testicles?
I prefer the rights. It's kind of like a Twix. You got your left and your right.
Yep.
So everybody's got their preference, but I go with the right because I'm right-handed. It's the one I'm closer to more often.
That makes sense.
Yep. So I go with that one, and then the guys that are like, it's kind of like guys being left-handed. They're just weird. They're
Well,
just
does
different,
it,
right?
whether
Yeah.
it sways to the right or the left, does that make a difference on what makes the ball sack? Which it's one sack, so I guess which.
Generally.
So if it goes to the right, you prefer the right? I don't know.
How deep are we getting here, guys?
I feel like I know what question you were trying
This
to
is-
ask, but I want you to say it.
So anyway, back to the Testicle Festival, and not the way it leans or swings. It's a party that we throw. Dad started it years ago. Dad owned the restaurant before Tiff and I did.
Did
And
he call it the Testicle Festival?
He did. So
Yeah.
when he bought it, it had gone on for 2 years before we bought it. But it was just a local thing, like just the local cattle ranchers. They'd do their castration during branding, and they'd bring them down to the local bar, the little watering hole, cook them up, drink some beers, and it was a good time.
Was it in ball form at that time then?
I believe it was more like balls, like you guys were thinking. Ben, you actually said it. Like you thought it was going to be like biting into a breaded mushroom, like kind of gooey and creamy inside. They're just not. So
Does it pop?
Yeah, I mean, if that were the case, I'd still try one.
one.
I don't know if I could.
I couldn't either.
No.
Ben told
Yeah,
me
yeah.
that, and I was like, not a chance.
Yeah.
But
So,
Oh,
so
yeah, no, that's what I meant. I
Same
totally
with an
wouldn't
eyeball.
do
I
that.
couldn't eat an eyeball.
do
Oh,
all
no.
testicles taste like chicken, or is
no, they don't. So we used to have lamb, beef,
Some of them taste a little salty.
a little saltier, salty nuts. So the lamb, beef, pork, and turkey. The beef tastes like chicken fried steaks, which we're not starting that fight right now, you two.
Chicken?
Chicken fried
Chicken.
steak.
You fry it in chicken?
I was
Just-
thinking,
We'll get there. Don't start.
we'll wait. Okay.
Okay.
Don't start. We'll have that brawl here in a minute. The lamb, they're kind of a, I don't know what you'd say, like a rich flavor.
Kind of woolly?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, woolly. Turkey fries, though, that you guys were talking about earlier. The turkey fries, they look like baked bread on the inside, but they are the richest in flavor. They're like almost sweet. They're so rich.
What do they look like on the outside if they look
They
like baked bread on the
l-
inside?
They look like exactly what we see on a daily basis. They look human. They look like
Great.
The turkey ones do?
the turkey ones do. Why'd your voice get so high when you asked that, Zach?
Well, I just,
Caught 'em off guard.
do you have any of those here?
We don't. We try to keep them
they're
around here.
seasonal?
They're
So
Give them a minute. Let them run out back.
yeah. I could
Have-
show
have
you
you
what
eaten?
they kind of look
Did
like.
you
No,
eat any of
I
these?
have never had turkey nuts.
Here,
I've never
TJ,
actually never.
Well, what about the beef ones that are here?
No, I didn't try 'em
maybe
either
you should,
yet.
Maybe you should try one on air.
TJ will show you what they look like.
Yeah, I can show you real quick if you just want to zoom in right here.
right there on
Right
Joe's.
there. You're going to have to zoom in really far, though.
TikTok will they'll give us the boot.
Anyway, I think you asked what the Testicle Festival was. And
Yeah, that's where we started.
Yeah. Party on the Saturday of Father's Day weekend. Dad started it. It was going on for 2 years before he got it. And Dad's kind of a serial entrepreneur, just does what he wants and has some fun. That's why our business is successful, because he operates on the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes. Or
Oh, I like that.
keep it stupid simple depending on who you're dealing with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it. You got it. So it was cut beef, just meat and potatoes, and then he got this Testicle Festival thing. He's like, we have got to be able to make we've got to be able to have a party with
you go,
this.
Beck.
Make it big.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got nuts
We
coming
got
in
some
here.
beef testicles
They
delivered
look
right
like
to the table.
hash browns.
Ketchup or ranch?
No.
No, she's gonna raw dog it.
Dry.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can hear the crunch.
What do you think?
Tastes like country fried steak, right?
Oh my god.
No, there's something there. I gotta think about it for a second.
I keep stopping myself at the mic because we're not in the basement. It's just different.
This is not a safe space.
I know.
This is.
My nutsack is a safe
Hey,
space, Zach.
Becky.
Oh, it reminds me of something. It's like a cross between chicken and hash browns, I think.
Does it remind you of Zach?
Just can't put your tongue on it, huh?
How long were you holding on to that?
The whole way down here, probably.
I don't know what it is.
It's chicken fried steak.
They definitely look.
What'd you
like
say,
hash
Zach?
browns.
What'd you say, Zach?
He did.
He said chicken fried steak.
Damn it.
This better be recording, Ben.
It's
Uncool,
boiled
man.
in chickens.
Uncool. Yep.
We're breaking him down little by little, Ben.
So
could not be
Now
more
I just
proud.
want to try turkey testicles because I need
You
to
have
know.
wild turkeys out back?
You just need those
Yeah,
testes.
actually, over on the field over here to the west.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can track a few of them down, and I'll bring them up to
Good.
farmer to farmer.
Sure.
Okay.
So I got a question on the. What, do you call them oysters? Well, I mean, what do you call? What are these called on the menu?
Well, they're Rocky Mountain oysters on the menu, beef fries.
Okay,
So we just mostly refer to them as nuts.
mostly.
Just nuts.
Okay. So
I'll have your finest nuts.
Yes, ma'am.
How often does someone come here on a normal Friday night and order the nuts as an appetizer?
Every day we have that. I'd say probably 4 to 6 times a week we get that guy that's on a date with a new girl or a dad that's bringing their son or something like that and try the
Like a
beef
passing.
nuggets. Yeah, try the beef nuggets. And they order them and they eat them and they get them to eat a couple and then it's that reminder of, hey, just so you know that was
like
a
an odd choice.
beef testicle you just ate. The reactions are all over the board. They can be, oh my God, I can't believe you made me do that, to, hey, that was pretty good. I'll have another one.
Wait, hold
So,
on. A
yeah.
guy that's on a first date will order that.
Yes.
That's
I think that would be a good way to judge.
I guess to break the ice.
Because if she's not even going to try it,
It's like,
then
ew.
Yeah, if
it's
she's
so
not going to swallow, then why
gross.
continue with the
Yeah,
date?
if she's not willing to try a beef testicle, I mean,
then
is there
she's
any
gone.
point?
it's a good icebreaker. I've
just
also heard
surprised.
people say that it's kind of a sentimental thing because people grew up because not everybody farms like they used to way back when. So a lot of people grew up on their small family farms and they don't have farms anymore. But they remember growing up every year when they'd have to castrate the bulls or whatever. And it was like a once a year kind of type deal where you castrated them and then you fried them up and it was like a treat that happened like once a year.
So
Right.
do we have
Okay.
any ranchers here? Is there any ranchers here?
They're all bashful.
Mike's back there.
Mike, when you cut the nuts, do you throw them on the grill next to you? On the grill. on the woods. Do you throw them on the stove next to you and wait for them to pop and then you know they're done?
You never throw them on the grill.
Come on up, Mike.
That fails every time.
I think Randy meant grill.
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 Stove.
Well, I know,
My bad.
I just wanted to
I
clarify.
get you. Then you throw them on the stove. Yeah, and then when they pop, they're done, right?
They don't pop. Come on now.
That's what everyone says.
They
And then
do
pop.
not pop.
You want them. You like them thin because you don't want to be reminded of what they are. Is that
You know,
is that
a
right?
big old round. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Yeah.
Who?
So-
So what do you do with them? You cut them, snip, pull out, cut.
Slice,
Pretty
slice.
sure that's what the doctor did
fry,
to me.
Fry.
Yep.
Very simple.
And then toss them over the shoulder.
Yeah, basically. We'll throw them over like a fence post or something or a rail, let them dry just a little bit.
Oh,
before
so you let them
slice
hang. I
Yeah.
thought you throw them on the ground, but no, you let them hang.
No, don't throw them in the ground because then you just got to clean them all up.
Sure.
So
you let
yeah.
them hang for a bit.
Yeah, keep them as clean as you can because you want to be able to move on. And then when you're done, nobody eats until you're done.
Ah.
Once you're done cutting, branding, doing everything you got to do, Then you can come back, and then everybody has a beer. And
Then you come back,
Everybody
throw
gets
them on, everyone has a beer.
treated
not
to a
everybody, though.
delicacy.
It's
I have
a
a
family
friend of mine from
affair.
Chicago that we got him to try one, and he turned a little green, and that was the end of that.
He
But
knew what it was going into it.
a little bit, yeah. He actually took two of them and put them side by side with a mozzarella stick in the middle, and that was the
Very
end of
mature
that.
of him.
Yeah, a little too visual for him, but they're not bad. Sliced thin, lots of ranch dressing.
Ah,
Yeah.
nope.
Everything's good with ranch dressing.
You can make anything taste good with ranch dressing.
Exactly.
But
That is
honestly, I'm usually not that hungry. So, yeah.
I think I'd be with you.
It's not bad.
So if you didn't know,
What's
that
with
was
the
Mike
goodie- what's
from
with the headache
My
powder?
Wyoming Life.
So
My
you're
Wyoming
gonna
life?
have a
Our
hangover.
Wyoming.
Our Wyoming Life.
I haven't seen Goody's headache powder in years.
So Mike is going to be a
That's
part
his-
of the panel on.
Uh-oh,
It's on
I broke
Wednesday,
it.
right? Wednesday. So I am correct at that when I say
My bad.
Wednesday.
You have a question?
Mike, you were talking about Goodies Powder. Did you know it's the official sponsor of the podcast? The podcast.
Oh, is it really? No kidding. I haven't seen Goody's forever. Somebody.
That was Ben.
Ben.
He's
He
been-
I don't know
demonstrated.
on
if
the
anybody
Goodies.
else knew that or not, but they're the official sponsor.
You're so proud of that. I love it. You're so proud of it.
Anybody? No.
TJ, I got a testicle question.
Okay.
So you said you go through, is it 2,000 pounds? You said on
Yeah.
the Father's Day weekend.
Yep. One day we go through right at 2,000 or a little over.
All right, maybe this gets a little too businessy, and you don't want to give away secrets. But serious question here: like you're buying them by the pounds.
Yep.
Are the oysters, the fries, the testicles, are they relatively cheap because they're not a hot seller? So the butchers are just trying to get rid of the things.
They're not because they're really hard to find. They're really hard to get. So the last batch we got actually came from Argentina.
You had to go all the way to Argentina to get some testes.
Yeah.
You can't talk a local butcher into hanging on. I suppose there's no butcher. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And right now, the thing going on with the beef market in general, there's not as many head out there. We can't butcher as many head. We can't butcher as many head right now. They're not out there. Corn prices are, high. The feed prices are high. They're got the drought that came through over the last couple of years, and it's just wrecked our stockpile. So we're having a lot of trouble getting them in-house. And then the meat plants, they don't have the staff. So what are they getting rid of? The crap that they don't want to keep. They're they can't make the dollars on the nuts. They can't gizzards in chicken gizzards. Incredibly hard for us to find right now.
But like
because
on
they're just ditching them.
like on a bull though, how often are they butchering a bull?
They're not, and that's going to be the calf. Calf
Right.
fries.
So
It's
you got-
typically the brain, like Becky was saying, with the old small town doing branding. Mike was talking about it. The branding side, it's calf fries. That's when you're branding the calves.
So that means so these are old bull nuts?
These are going to be
These
young
ones?
bull nuts.
These nuts.
These ones here?
nuts are young bull nuts.
These are young.
Yes,
So like when you do the
Non-aged.
testicle festival, you're getting the young ones.
yes,
Like you don't have to
Yep.
wait for them to grow up.
exactly. Much more tender.
Gotcha.
That's interesting.
So age affects the tenderness of the balls.
It does. You can always tell when you get an old nut in your mouth.
I'll just take your word for that.
Good idea.
So when you order them from Argentina, are they just showing up on a truck? Like there's a truckload here that delivers you a pallet of frozen testicles?
No, we actually have a company in Des Moines, Iowa. They get them in and they process them all. So they come in frozen, they slice them.
That was my next question: is if you get them as like a whole
This is good
fried
service.
and you got to
Even
slice
got
them?
your
or-
Nope,
Shitty
they
Miller
all
Lite.
come in breaded, just like you're eating there. Thin sliced, breaded piece. That's how they
Nice.
come in
For
here.
me.
Awesome.
Well, that was a mix.
Thank you guys very
I'll
much.
drink that.
You guys didn't even have to yep.
We did not. He even
No,
brought him a
we
shitty
didn't.
Miller Lite.
How
You want
honestly, Zach, how do you drink that crap?
The Miller Lite?
They're not a sponsor of yours, are they?
No,
No.
I drink it like this.
We can't
Opens
get
the
a-
throat
we
and just
can't
lets
get
it go,
a beer
okay.
No,
sponsorship
I let
for our
the-
podcast if we tried. I don't know what the deal is. It's like we're just not.
Goodies.
We could get goodies. Ben, are they a sponsor of this podcast?
Not sure if you guys know or not, but this podcast is sponsored by Goodies, the best headache powder in podcasting.
What prompted this goodies thing? I'm so intrigued. Why is the goodies here? What?
You weren't in on that text thread.
It was a guy thing, I guess.
Yeah, it was a guy.
Okay,
thing.
but I still want to know.
Zach was worried about his headache,
I don't
And-
like hangovers.
Nobody does.
No, but I especially seem to not like them.
We knew here.
I was going to say, but he continues.
Wouldn't have as bad a headache if you didn't drink that.
I get more hangover from Coors than I do from Miller.
We knew here
And
locally.
plus, it's
Drinks
not a
less.
full-bodied, delicious flavored beer, and it's more filling.
Pilsner.
I would agree. Miller Lite has more.
Flavor, delicious flavor.
Because I did switch to Coors because that's just what all of our friends drink, and I don't always. Zach travels a lot, and so I'm often just kind of like a single wife, and I just like all our friends' families just kind of adopt us, and I hang out. But so it's nice. It's just easier to drink what everybody else drinks. So I switched to Coors, and then every once in a while I'll have one of Zach's Miller Lights, and I'm just like it does
better.
have a little bit more flavor.
Way more.
Coors Light
and less
more
filling.
resembles water than Miller Lite.
Plus, you remember the commercial with the two girls fighting over whether it was less filling or more flavor?
Oh.
Then they end up wrestling in the water fountain.
I was like 12 when I saw that.
Yeah.
I had to get. I
But
had
you
to get-
remember it, don't
Yeah, I
you?
was on the couch. I had to get a pillow.
Because you were sleepy boy.
Yeah. I had to put it on my lap.
That was a great commercial. They couldn't do commercials like that anymore.
Not a chance.
Like it's just a horrible cat fight where they rip each other's shirts off and end up in the water fountain.
Yeah. That
Just
was.
your typical beer fight between a couple of wives.
You know, I'm a pretty strong feminist, and I do really struggle where we're going in the world with this as women because,
Holy shit,
Like-
they just took a right
What
turn.
happened? What happened?
well,
she does that.
because I just want to like, why are we making lives more difficult? Why are we making our lives more difficult? Like, why?
Sex sells, Becky. Sex sells.
Well, I know. So why? What's wrong with taking? Like, we birth the children. Like, can't we use our boobs?
Like basically, why don't they keep doing those commercials?
I mean, to a
It is a
point,
shame,
yeah.
Because they're pretty good. you
Yeah.
know?
I'm torn on the subject. I really am.
So I don't know if you guys have heard. If anybody out there has heard this new song, there's this new artist that came out.
Why are you looking at me right now?
I'm just trying to make eye contact with the group.
Are you going to call Randy? Or-
There's this new artist that came out, and he's he's like leading the charts. And hold on, mic 3 is going to shut off here in a second. I don't know if anybody can hear this or not, but it's real good. Can you guys hear that out there? No, not yet. All right, let me crank it up for you.
Sharp around the edges with a little bit rough. I know a farmer that's better than them all.
Is it going? No, a little bit.
Takes no slack and his name is Zach.
I can totally hear it. But
Very quiet out here.
Millennial Farmer, the best
see, this is what happens with
farmer
this recording
in
stuff.
the whole
Yeah, they're good.
wide world.
Eat the testes.
Zach attacks farming like a mountain lion.
There we go.
He works all day, he never wastes time.
So I don't know if you guys know or not, but this guy created this song for Zach.
It's very. I'm flattered.
Through his field with record-setting yields.
I'm flattered. I'm uncomfortable. Can we go back to talking about the Goodies headache powder?
Grows. Millions and billions of people watching his YouTube TV shows. He's got tractors with
Man, this
all
is
the
good.
bells and the whistles. Like
No.
GPS,
What is,
but Zach don't even need
what is
it,
Randy the Peanut
'cause
Farmer?
He is the best.
Does he call
the
himself?
best, the
What's
best.
his
He's
artist name?
better than the
Oh,
rest.
Randy the Farmer.
Randy the Farmer.
Yeah.
Because he's field rows on everything, right?
Yeah, but he's a kind of a farmer.
He is a farmer.
America's farmer.
You hear this?
Zach
Right,
attack
Jesse? You need one mic.
everything. Zachary Johnson,
just keeps
millennial
forcing the
farmer, the
uncomfortableness.
best farmer in the whole wide world. Zach
He's even
attacks
singing.
farming
like a mountain lion.
I think this was top of the charts.
Like a John
Yeah,
Deere
it was.
tractor, he
Last
never
month.
breaks.
It was top of the charts in November.
Zach attacks farming
Spotify,
like a
yeah.
raging bull.
Top download.
Kale, I'm sorry about the mean things I said. Could you cut Ben's audio?
All right. All right, you guys keep talking. I got a special treat for you.
He's got a special treat.
I did have a question for you.
All right.
So, So I'll admittedly be I'm a bit of a fanboy. Like I listen to your stuff. Podcasts are great.
Hey, I ate your nuts like a year ago, so we're over that.
It's true. When you do the one advertisement that is the Mystic Lubes, I've got to ask you, how many times did it take you to get that right to where you didn't laugh when you'd say Mystic Lubes? And I just feel like you were just laughing your ass off in the background trying to get that right.
No. No, you're a twisted man. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Sure.
I'll tell you a story later about a different sponsor that approved something that Casey wanted me to do. Do you remember that? It was a WD-40 one?
Yeah.
And
Well, they're not a sponsor anymore, so you should just tell the
no, I
story.
know they're not anymore.
Well, then,
But they could be at some point. They could be again.
They could be.
So we'll talk later. Every time you do that, you're like Mystic Lubes, real world, and you just like I just picture you being like, I'm never going to get through this.
Like I have other things I want to say about this.
So okay, I'll let Ben get back to his surprise, and you guys can continue and embarrass Zach.
We'll talk lubes later.
All right. Yes.
Well, so you're gonna have to put the headphones on.
All right. So grab those headphones.
Can the live audience hear? The live
I'm not
studio
sure.
audience?
We're gonna have to see if this works or not because we're pretty low budget here. Let's see.
Like pretty low budget or just no budget?
Is it? Yeah, that actually.
Testing,
budget.
Randy.
Is
Randy,
there
are you
there a
here?
Randy? Is there a Randy?
Hey, Randy. This is other Randy.
Oh, there he is. I think I can hear him. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit.
He's real quiet on mine.
Randy, you there?
I can hear you guys. Yep.
You got him?
I got him.
You got him out there?
I can hear you.
Turn him up a little more.
That's as loud as I can get on that one. Let's see. Hold on. Now, go ahead, Randy. Got you?
Yep. Can you, mic check. Mic check.
There you are. There you are, buddy. So we just...
Who are we talking to here? I have no idea.
Randy. I don't know if you remember Zach or not, but I made a music video for you
Oh, no way.
almost a year ago. Yep.
Randy, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Zach. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I wish you were here eating these nuts with us. Sorry,
Oh, that would be delightful.
D's nuts.
Peanuts?
No, not peanuts. D's nuts.
Oh, D's nuts.
Yeah, D's one's right here.
I'd be like to eat them with you for sure.
I love the uncomfortable pause there.
That's right. Yep. That would be a good time. No doubt about it.
So, Randy, we just played your hit song for Zach called Zach Attack.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I'm not really sure what he thought about it.
Oh, I loved it. It's everything I wanted it to be. Randy, I'm curious how your life has changed since that song hit the top of the charts a year ago.
I'll tell you what, Zach, it has been a whirlwind. I really think it take off quite like it did. And especially since we released the full-length album. I mean, everybody talks about Zach Attack. There's 10 other songs, but those apparently just get looked under and swept under the rug. Everybody just wants to talk about Zach Attack. Because it is a good song.
The full length album, I've checked it out myself. It actually is very, very good.
Ben was actually telling me earlier that the full album is a really fun journey. I have one on my desk. Randy sent me one, but I have not popped it in yet.
Do you have a CD player?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's the
I
thing.
have one in the shop for sure.
There you
but
go.
It's been 13 years since I put a CD in it, so I don't know if it's going to work anymore.
Yeah, so
We are on streaming platforms as well.
yeah, that's where I check it out.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Pandora.
Spotify, Amazon Music, or Apple Music. Right, Randy?
You name it.
Yeah, all the things.
all the things.
So earlier tonight, I was playing it. I played the whole album for the crowd, and not a single person turned around and said, "Shut this off."
They all just casually mingled while horrible music played from the speakers.
That was how I knew it was right.
That was your gauge?
Yeah.
No one told you to turn it off. That's always a good sign.
No one did. Not a single person. Then there's at least 4,000 people here.
Nice.
Probably pushing 5.
Yeah. So it's
I probably need to burn some more CDs. Going to have a lot of sales. Sounds like it.
yeah, it's been pretty successful. So how was the peanut harvest?
Peanut harvest was pretty good. Not the best weather, but had a lot of rain toward the end of the season. But other than that, she was pretty good.
Do you get, like, when you get a lot of rain down there? So for people who don't know, Randy's in Florida. Do you get a lot of rains down there? Or when you get the rains down there, like, does your soil get sticky? Do you get stuck?
Every now and then we'll get stuck. We're pretty much all beach sand around here, so it's got to rain a pile for it to, get sticky enough to get stuck. But it definitely does happen.
Did you
If
say
we jump the gun and try to get in the field a little too soon, we definitely will, bog the peanut pickers down or the cotton pickers.
Did you say it has to rain a pile
Oh, I'd say a good, 4 to 5 inches.
of a pile?
A pile of rain.
Yeah, that's a lot of rain.
How-
I could
How
imagine.
much rain is it before it becomes a pile?
I'd say over 3 inches will be a pile.
What's under 3 inches?
A little bit. You got a decent amount.
Randy, you got to be the best farmer I've ever talked to, I think.
If you hit 6 inches, is it like a 2 piles? We got 2 piles of rain last night.
Is it a true 6 inches, or is that just what you're...
Well, I mean,
That's what she said. I love that show, The Office. Such a good show.
Oh, Randy.
Yep.
Well,
So
hey,
you guys are in Nebraska, is that right?
yeah, that's right. That's where we are.
beautiful
What's the
Omaha,
weather like?
Nebraska. Palm trees and sandy beaches everywhere.
Yeah, I bet. What is it? Is it cold, or is it like snow on the ground, or no?
No snow. Nope, not yet.
Okay.
I don't know what is the temperature
Degrees here.
I don't know. It's probably 20 or something.
or something.
Wow.
20-ish.
20-ish.
It's a pile of cold.
It is a pile
A
of
whole
cold.
pile of cold.
Yep. Well, hey, buddy, we just wanted to make sure that we broke out, your world-class song to the masses, and we did, and it was pretty good. And
It was breathtaking.
yeah, it was breathtaking.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Thanks.
The crowd loved it. All 4,000 people loved it, and
Absolutely.
we just want to give you a shout, man. Appreciate what you're doing, and keep the music coming. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, thanks a lot. Yep, we got a lot of good burners that we're going to be releasing here pretty quick. So be on the lookout for them.
Are you
Yeah.
working on another album?
I'm always working on something, Zach, but I've got a good 3 or 4 songs are in the can. Just got to record them. So I'd say by this time next year we'll have another one out.
You're taking over the world.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it "Let's Get Super Nuts." Will be the second album,
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
and each album would just be add extra super. Like,
Super.
third album, Let's Get Super Nuts.
What if you went with Super Duper?
I like that. Yeah.
Right.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Let's get super duper nuts.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I think it's like a marketing aspect. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Just check with Zach anytime you want some marketing advice because he's got it down.
He's killing it. Yep, most famous farmer in the world, no doubt about it.
That's right.
Muscles like armor, America's farmer.
He farms like a mountain lion.
Absolutely, that's right. Yep. You know the lyrics.
All right.
Took me a lot of time to come up with those lyrics. Worked like 3 months on that song.
You're the man, buddy.
Thanks, Ben.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, y'all be good.
See
Bye,
ya.
Randy.
All right, see you, Zach. See you, Randy.
See you, other Andy.
Y'all have fun.
Oh.
Is this back on?
Damn it, Kale.
I got it. It was
Everybody
it's my
on
bad.
TikTok wants to know about the strip tiller, Zach.
They want to know about the strip tiller.
Yep.
Yep. Well, the strip tiller this year was better than it has been the last 2 years. But I'm still getting rid of if I use it again, I'm not using the same cart. I'll use the same tiller, but not the same fertilizer cart. I've had it. You look like you want to say something.
I
was too.
I kind of just want to say, I hate it and I
Well,
forbid it. It's so stupid.
It's probably not worth a lot because people have seen my experiences with it. So resale
It'll
on it's
become
probably not great right now.
The strip tiller will become like the new age. How the older people put the buggies in their front yard as like decor in the garden.
Yeah,
With
you put a
with the
rock
strip
bed around.
Park it
tiller,
out
the
front.
strip tiller might make like a nice like lawn ornament.
Yeah.
We'll just like park it, and then 100 years from now, Onyx can explain the story about.
Yeah. It'll look like the rusty farm machinery in the corner.
That sounds great.
I like how Ben just frequently checks in and makes it super awkward.
He's good at that. He's good at that.
Does he do that at home?
Yeah, once
Yeah?
in a while. Yeah.
And you don't appreciate it, do you?
Last night we were somehow talking about what was it?
I thought
Like-
this was going somewhere different.
Yeah,
did too.
yeah, pooping on a bucket. Like, what happened?
Oh, wait,
Something-
you're
Pooping on a bucket?
talking
Oh,
about or you were?
Yeah, somehow we were talking about it.
Oh.
Like if you had to go to the bathroom in the woods,
Right.
and he was holding onto the couch, showing us if you don't have a bucket, this is what you do. And our daughter was like mortified.
Disgusted?
Yeah, a little bit because he was like groaning and
He was getting really into it.
really into it. So once in a while,
Did
it's
you
kind of
check? Did he
random.
maybe, like, did he?
I don't know if he dirtied his pants. I haven't done the laundry yet.
So at no point in that demonstration, he didn't let out a, uh-oh.
Yeah.
What else are you supposed to do?
No, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You find a nice tree maybe you could lean against.
Yeah, I was
You
just
make
trying to
sure
show
your
him,
heels are out of the way.
100%. I was trying to show him the method.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Towel plow track, something.
Right.
But you got to be quick or your legs really start burning.
Yeah, or you might splash a little bit. You don't want it on your feet and all that. You know what I mean? So you have the right stance.
Right. Yeah.
we saw the stance last night.
You saw the stance?
Yeah, we did.
Did he face uphill? I always face uphill.
Oh, he didn't add that to that.
It was probably pretty level in your living room.
It was.
Yeah.
But anyways, sidetrack. But that was kind of random.
I did not think about that.
Well, we do call our podcast Off the Husk for a reason because
Yeah.
that's allowed here.
That's where we've gone. So we're at 56 minutes. Have you guys had enough? Or
Well, I'm curious, the bags right here.
yeah.
You tried bringing that up earlier and we gave you too much shit.
So this is
And
this
then you
is
set it down and forgot about it.
this is not an official sponsor, but this is Farm Focused Coffee right here. You can find this stuff online, farmfocused.com, blah, blah, blah. No rights reserved. You can buy it at, $12 or something like that. You into it?
Or something like that?
I don't know what the price is.
With $12 plus tax
Yeah, ish.
for a pound of
Can I
coffee.
complain
What
about
does it say
shipping?
there?
The reason we brought this is so anybody who's left out here in the crowd that's still listening,
We're down to 3,500.
There's like 3,000 people out here still.
There they are. In the back. Look at those. That's 2,000 right there.
Any of the people that are left in the crowd, you're going home with a free bag of coffee.
Like last two standing.
This is what is that? What's that one show where like the lady gives everybody something every time they come to it?
Oprah. Yeah. You get a key.
I'm basically Oprah right now.
Do you have a
If
box?
you-
Can we just start chucking it?
Yeah, totally. You
No.
want to throw one?
Who wants a
Stop it.
bag of Farm Focus blueberry pecan?
So you're getting this.
Is everybody over there watching so I don't kill someone?
It packs a punch.
Nice.
So be
Right
careful.
to
It's-
'em.
It's got some weight to it.
The
We
closest,
should start a football team.
the closest guy to the stage. That's who you threw.
Yeah, I didn't want to hit TJ's lights. Then my wife would be all mad at me later.
Nobody likes an overachievers. So it's all right.
Yeah.
So
I aspire to be moderate.
yeah. So you get a bag. You get a bag. You get a bag. You get a bag. I can't do that 3,000 times, but
Do you call that a satchel?
no.
Looks like a
it's
satchel.
Do you have more bags here? Or is
Oh,
that
yeah.
The last one.
Shit. I think. Did we
And
ever-
you cannot swear on the podcast.
We have,
This is live.
we have calendars.
I'm
We've
just
run out
kidding.
of bags of coffee.
Oh,
We
no,
have
it's-
We'll give them a
calendars.
calendar. So
It's
they're
close to the end,
2022
so if they
calendars,
cut us
but we'll
off,
give
I
them
mean,
to
you can say fuck shit ass.
All right. Well, that was fun. You got anything else, or
This is just gonna be like, bye now.
Well, I have other notes of things to talk about, but I don't know if I can do it while we're live. Will it stay live?
if you want
We'll
to
find out when I go back to it.
I'm
well,
live.
what's gonna happen? They're just gonna kick you off. It doesn't.
It's all
Somewhere I
about the
made
nuts.
There's a weird aftertaste for me. Yeah. Similar to the original version. No, I'm just,
It's disgusting, Becky.
Aw.
Okay, well, no dead time on podcasts.
Well, you can edit that out.
Yeah.
That's the magic of it.
I don't like
No,
it.
we are
That's
still
why
live.
doing-
It does let you. Like, I went out of the app.
So what'd you
Jeez,
buy?
it burns battery. Nothing that we haven't really, like, nothing that interesting.
all that for nothing.
Well, mostly I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that Randy's TikTok is full of breastfeeding.
It is.
And that's because
I don't know
TikTok
that
knows
full
you
of-
watch them.
I would say every other day I have one pop up. I'll send you the next one that pops up. I'll
And
send it to
that's why
Benji.
I'm never opening another TikTok that you send me.
It's
I
not
don't wanna have
TikTok
that.
live that like intimidates me. It's the live audience for whatever reason. It makes it hard.
Becky, I gotta
They look pretty harmless.
be
to me.
honest with you. There's not actually 3,500 people out there.
I know it's still intimidating though.
We're way closer to 35.
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
I mean, it is the end of the night.
Tens of people are in this live studio audience.
I think before we started, they just decided to funnel out. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Didn't you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were disgusted.
I would be too.
Was it the fact that we're in a ball room, or the fact that you took crack on stage?
Oh, everyone else has to take one.
Goodies Powder, the sponsor of the Common Folk podcast, and now the Off the Husk podcast.
Yeah, together.
Together forever.
Are you guys going to take one?
Well, I was thinking.
Probably in the morning.
I was gonna save it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't take
Yes.
that unless you need it because it causes like stomach bleeding. I'm sure it even says it right on the box.
No, it doesn't go to your stomach. It just causes heart problems.
It most definitely goes to your stomach.
I absorbed it right through my
It's directly in there.
Right.
blood system.
Just the foamy part when he washes it down
Yeah,
with
that
the beer.
was that part. Yeah.
We don't talk about that. All right.
All right.
Bye bye.
I think I've had enough of you guys.
Yeah, I got to urinate.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming.
I personally, I thought you were a 9, but
Hopefully, everyone
good dad
enjoyed
joke
their
right there.
time tonight and got to meet all the social media folks. And I mean, I had fun.
I had a good time. I had a good time tonight, Ben.
Hated it. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Never coming back.
TJ, I don't feel that way about your place.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
so
be
you
here
know.
without Becky next year.
I'm just kidding.
Look at everyone's trying to be polite. No one wants to eat the last testicle shavings.
I already had 3. It's your turn. You haven't even had one.
You can't eat an odd number of testicles.
Okay, I had 2.
Was it 3 or was it 2?
I think it was 2.
I feel like you adjusted your number just to please me.
Okay, you might have been right. All right.
All right, we out. You got anything else?
Nope.
Okay. See ya.